Vox collaboré. fast. And that was probably the foremost thing that we looked for. 3D Studio Max really met those expectations.
I have opened the door for my dreams to escape.
It looks fairly simple. There's just a little critter here and some rocks, but there's actually a lot of things going on underneath the hood and behind the scenes.
Tox collabori. What's so good about it? Well, McDonald's has a breakfast deal for you to think twice about. Right now, you can get 2 Egg McMuffin sandwiches for just $2.
2 for $2?
That's it.
Guess you can bring a friend.
Guess you can.
Let's go.
Gone.
Ooh.
Hi, kids. Wow.
Panasonic presents the future of the video recorder. Simple controls, quick response, and for high reliability, Panasonic's one-piece die-cast chassis. The new high-performance SuperDrive video recorders from Panasonic.
Only from the
mind of Minolta comes a compact camera with a mind of its own. The revolutionary Freedom Zoom 105i. A camera with a mind of its own is easy enough for any family. Enjoy your freedom today. Only from the mind of Minolta.
Pennsylvania lottery spot made the first use in a television commercial of the revolutionary new technique for computer character animation called motion capture.
For the Pennsylvania Lottery's 20th anniversary, everyone's getting together to celebrate our 20th anniversary game.
I hear she's loaded.
Really?
Ooh, scads of $20,000 instant prizes.
Wow.
They say she can get you on $1 million spin.
I hear she's even got a bonus play for the top instant prize. Could you just die?
Okay, quiet, here she comes.
Play
20th anniversary with 2 ways to win up to $20,000 instantly.
Is this a party or what? For this commercial, the body and facial motion of all the characters was performed and sampled in real time.
I hear she's loaded.
Really?
Ooh, scads of $20,000 instant prizes. Ooh, scads of $20,000 instant prizes.
Really?
Ooh, scads of $20,000 instant prizes.
Okay, quiet, here she comes.
Is this a party or what? As you can see in this test, fully articulated human-like bodies can also be sampled. What you do is what you get. Actors, dancers, athletes, mimes, children, animals. Any of these can be sampled, and no special technique is needed to be learned. The process involves attaching a dozen or so unobtrusive markers to key points on the body, which the system tracks in real time. The resultant motion can then be applied to any kind of computer-modeled character. Quick shaded tests like these can be seen very shortly afterwards. The Lawnmower Man, the virtual reality thriller from New Line Cinema, contained the first use of motion capture in a feature film in this sequence produced by Homer & Associates. In this case, the motion of the actor playing the priest was matched. The computer character was created entirely out of particles, rendered as a fire effect with our proprietary particle software. The final computer animation was optically composited over the live-action background scenes. In this initial test for a feature film about a toy character that comes to life, we have overlaid a video of the original performance with that of the same motion applied to the toy model. It points out quite clearly the potential for combining choreography of computer-modeled characters with live-action dancers. Homer & Associates is proud to introduce motion capture, a breakthrough in computer animation.
In 3ds Max 4, Custom Attributes allows artists to add their own UI controls. These UI controls can then be visually connected to any number of parameters within the scene. This can greatly enhance the workflow of a complex animation. This example displays a dragon's leg with an IK chain and claws. The custom attribute was added to a point object in the form of a slider and connected using parameter wiring to control the rotations of the claw. In 3ds Max 4, artists can now see depth of field and motion blur directly in the Max viewport. In this example, the camera is set up to focus directly on the rat, and within seconds a preview of the effect can be displayed. In 3ds Max 4, artists can use a new shaded bone system that allows them to create advanced skeletal structures. This new skeletal system, in combination with Max's skinning system, can provide visual feedback of a deformation's fall-off. As you can see in this dinosaur example, envelopes can be adjusted in real time. In 3ds Max 4, artists can now see motion blur and depth of field directly in the Max viewport. In this example, the camera is set up to do motion blur. Once the effect is set up, it can be previewed and adjusted in a matter of seconds. Since these camera effects can be previewed in the viewport, it will save countless hours of production time and rendering tests. Within 3ds Max 4's amazing array of modeling tools comes a new polyobject modeling system. This allows artists to work directly in a true polygon modeler, capable of local subdivisions, soft selections, extrusions, chamfers, bevels, triangulation control, cuts, and many others, giving the modeler ultimate control of polygon sculpting. Incorporated into 3ds Max R4 is Intel's multi-resolution mesh technology, also known as MRM. Once applied, an artist can generate various levels of detail without losing the integrity of its surface. These levels of detail maintain their mapping coordinates and can be exported into game engines or interactive 3D web content. In 3ds Max 4, artists can now use a new feature called angle deformers. Angle deformers allow artists to quickly and easily set up complex character deformations. There are 3 new types of angle deformers, including a joint angle deformer, a morph angle deformer, and a bulge angle deformer. In this example, a joint angle deformer was used to generate an accurate crease in the character's arm. In 3ds Max 4, what you see is what you get has become a reality. The viewports are now capable of displaying multi-textures per face, Phong highlights, opacity mapping, true transparency, even custom pixel and vertex shaders like reflection maps and bump maps. This maximizes your workflow, allowing more time on the creative process. In 3ds Max 4, artists can now use angle deformers to quickly and easily set up complex character deformations. Once an angle deformer is added, an artist can then quickly modify its lattice to generate an accurate skin deformation. There's 3 new types of angle deformers, including a joint angle deformer, a bulge angle deformer, and a morph angle deformer. In this example, the artist used a bulge angle deformer to create a muscle deformation at a specific joint angle. Angle deformers also allow artists to use an angle graph. This allows them to control the speed and ease at which a deformation occurs.
This teaser is the feeling of prolonged doom in the rough world. You see the Raven going about his everyday business, and slowly this world is coming in on it. We are looking at Thrall, which is an orc character in the Warcraft world. What I'm showing here is how we're using subdivision surfaces that the animator works with, or the initial modeler uses as a cage. This next step is the shaded view of the wider frame, which shows the animation. And the next step is the subdivided surface, which shows off the detail, the wrinkles, the subtle motion. The freedom to work with something that's not this gigantic mesh and then subdivide it at rendering time. It allows me to take it to that next step, add more wrinkles, character, stuff that just wasn't available before. Max's Premiere really contributed to the look and feel of the new trailer for us. It's darks, and usually that's a lot of trouble to deal with because you bleed out a lot of colors. Max is rendered really
our only tool from the time Blur was started 5 years ago. And the reason we like it is because it can do so much for us in so short a time. Microsoft asked us to create a really stunning demo piece for what the Xbox will be able to do once it's finally released. 2 to Tango is what we came up with. It's giant robot meets beautiful woman that happens to know kick-ass kung fu. Max has got one of the fastest and most versatile modelers of any 3D package on the market. Anything that we can think of, we can model. And the speed with which we're able to do it, in terms of production throughput, from what I've seen going up against other production companies, we always wipe the floor with that.
Here at Stormfront, we use 3D Studio Max for all of our next generation console development. We build the models, we light them, we texture map them, we animate them in Max, and then we export them into the real-time game engines of the Xbox and the PlayStation 2.
The concept of the game is it's a role-playing fantasy PlayStation 2 game, and you're the hero, you're saving the world, killing everybody who gets in your way. I built all the characters in Max. I use Bones Pro to drop in some bones up and down the character, and then I use a plugin called Physique to attach the mesh to the bones in the appropriate way. Then I start animating. I use 4 kinematics. I don't use constraints on any bones. I'm allowed to twist the head 360 degrees, and I can do things like twisting the leg in a direction which the leg can't twist. And since it's a fantasy game, it's nice to have no constraints, and I can freak them out and do as much as I can for extra exaggeration.
In 3ds Max 4's new IK architecture, IK can be applied to any hierarchy within the scene. Once applied, the animator can easily set up a swivel angle constraint to control the rotation of the chain. This constraint, along with 3ds Max's new constraint system, allows animators to set up characters for easy animation control.